You put your gear shifter into drive, press the accelerator, and nothing happens. Or worse, the engine revs up, but the car barely creeps forward, feeling like it is fighting against itself. This is the nightmare scenario for the P072B code, which translates to the transmission being stuck in reverse. While this can happen on various cars, we see it quite a bit on Volkswagen and Audi models. Essentially, the transmission control module, which is the brain of your gearbox, has detected that the mechanical components are locked into the reverse gear, even if you are trying to go forward. This is a moderately high severity issue. You really should not try to drive the car like this because you can cause catastrophic internal damage to the clutches and gears. The computer might even force the car into limp mode, limiting you to a crawl to protect itself. So, what causes a transmission to get confused like this? It is often a hydraulic issue. Automatic transmissions run on fluid pressure. If there is a blockage in the tiny passages inside the valve body, or if a shift solenoid gets stuck, the fluid can't go where it needs to go to change gears. But before you assume the transmission is toast, start with the simplest thing: the fluid itself. Is the level low? If it is low, there is not enough pressure to engage the gears properly. Check your driveway for red puddles. If the fluid is full but looks dark and smells like burnt toast, it is dirty and causing valves to stick. Another major culprit is the transmission control module itself. On some cars, this computer is mounted right on the transmission, exposed to the elements. I have seen cases where water gets into the connector, causing corrosion and short circuits. If the pins are green or the plastic is melted, that is your problem right there. To troubleshoot, first check the fluid level and condition. Then, inspect the wiring harness going to the transmission for any signs of melting or chafing. If you have a scanner that can read transmission data, look at what gear the computer thinks it is in versus what the shifter says. If the electronics check out, you are likely looking at a mechanical failure, like a stuck solenoid inside the pan. It is a tricky code, but checking the fluid and the electrical connections is the best place to start before visiting a shop.